Welcome back to King of Kings LIFO. Live in faith and obedience. This channel is to bring you more blessings and more life through Jesus Christ who strengthens us. My name is Mike and I am a believer. Let's get straight into it.
All right, today I am joined by Wes Huff and God Logic. This is his second time on the channel, and today he's going to be here, I think, the whole video.
Yeah,
Last time
that's
he was
right.
only here for like 30 minutes or something like that. But
Yeah,
we're here talking about the Billy Carson debacle. The debate that Wes and Billy had recently was pretty wild. It was a
I'm going to put my my picture, my screen where the title, the topic is. So bear with me. I'm gonna just read the topic with you guys. All right.
I mean, the debate itself, and I said this in another video I posted yesterday, the debate itself actually wasn't that wild. And everyone, I think, that's commenting on is like, yes, he lost, but it wasn't like that crazy. Like it was a sort of normal debate that happens in the, like if you've been following apologetics, like this is a normal stuff that kind of happens, right? Someone makes a claim, so they can't back it up, and then they move on. And that's basically what happened a few times in this debate. But if you're just sort of joining this, you don't know what's going on. Billy is now basically suing everybody involved, or at least attempting to sue, attempting to prevent this debate from being aired online, which has just really increased the...
Sorry, forgive me. Let me give you a little background of what's happening right now. Billy Carson went into, I guess, his friend, and they end up having a debate with... Billy Carson ended up having a debate with Wes, which is right here. And they had a notice of 24 hours according to Carson and Wes. They had a notice of 24 hours that they're going to be speaking with each other. And basically the end result of that debate was, Wes basically just destroyed him. And I don't want to use the word destroy, but yeah, he definitely, Wes shows that he knew what he was talking about, and he's an actual expert of what he's talking about. And the other way, Carson wasn't really showing his expertise on what he's been talking about. He's well known throughout the internet, so yeah, he didn't show that much. And later on, he made a video saying he's going to sue everyone that was included in that. And he was saying how he was just tired and he was sick and he didn't know. Basically excuses, to be honest with you. Let's call a spade a spade. He was giving excuses on why he lost the debate, okay? Nobody likes to lose. It's just a fun fact. Nobody likes to lose. But once you take an L, you got to take it in your chin and come back stronger. Don't cry about it. But yeah, that's the backstory. Now let's finish watching this and get straight into it.
The interest, put it that way, in this debate.
Exactly.
So it's had the opposite effect. Now, I will say this, and y'all feel free to let me know your thoughts on this. I do feel like he's done this on purpose. That may be a possibility, because he was accusing. I think what goes on a lot underneath the surface is a lot of projection. So he was accusing other people of like chasing clout and stuff. I think he does the same thing, right? So I think he might actually know that what he's doing here by trying to suppress it is actually having the effect of making it blow up, increasing his popularity. I think that's a possibility.
Really?
Yeah, it does take a meta. It requires a sort of.
You gotta have a cerebral brain for that. Like you're like 10 steps ahead of the game when you're thinking that ahead.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what? We told him this would happen when he said, "I don't want this to go out." And Mark called me, who the interaction was on his podcast, and he said, "Hey, I had a meeting with Billy. Billy does not want this thing to go out. We're going to hold on to it as a personal courtesy for him for the moment." But both of us told Billy, if you do this, if you truly do not want this to be out, this will make it bigger. Because I said, I'm going to go online and I'm going to say this thing happened. Like at minimum, I'm going to tell people that this thing happened. And we told him, but I think you're exactly right, Cameron. I came away from that recording thinking this was a nothing burger. I genuinely did, because the conversation kind of got off the rails closer to the end. We really didn't talk about.
He's basically saying, what he's saying right now, he's basically saying that he did not take it seriously. He did not take it Yo, he's saying he did not take it seriously. Yo, Wes, you're a savage, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're a savage, my boy. Let's go see you.
Even 1/5 of the stuff that I planned on talking about. We're gonna, get into that today. But I genuinely came away from that interaction thinking it'll make a splash, but that's, move on, business as usual. So it's the situation combined with the fact that, Billy got caught, that has kind of escalated this to the degree that it's happened.
There's another layer to this too, though, guys. There's another layer to this. We haven't seen, I guess, in this type of like public eye, we haven't seen Billy get challenged like this before, right? We just been seeing him go interview from interview, podcast to podcast, with all these claims unchallenged. And so when clips start popping out, like, oh, Sinai Bible, wait, are you talking about the Sinaiticus? Because when we see something like that, we're like, oh, wait, hold on. What is this? When did this happen? It's like, what everybody wants to know. So I think there's an element.
Yeah. I think that was a very great move by Wes, by making him clarify what he's talking about, because he's using big words where a lot of people like myself don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the street. I didn't finish school. I'm not no historian. I'm just a regular dude in my room. And I'm trying to understand what's going on. And I don't understand what's going on. So, when somebody like that going to the internet and using those big words, and the people don't understand, that confuses people from their own belief, then it's, that is a big win for the Christian community. All right. That was a very, very great move. So let's get it.
That too, because we haven't seen that happen to him yet, So yeah.
Yes.
Man, what did you think about the follow-up video that he did, Avery? You and I were texting back and forth a little bit about it, but man, it was.
I couldn't believe it. I did a little reaction with my friend Life on Life Reacts, but I left. Now you talk about me leaving early, Cam. I left that one early. I was only there for like probably 10 minutes because I couldn't do it. I'm like, he talking about he almost died and he was so mad he went up.
He
didn't take the elevator
is just
this time,
the tip of the iceberg.
Took the stairs, okay? Yeah. He took the stairs. Understand that? I couldn't believe the level of cope. Dealing with Muslims, I see them cope. They haven't done that. I haven't seen them do that before.
I think it hurts him.
The exaggeration in everyone's voices right now is hilarious. The fact that they're just, you know what? Let me just. All right.
It hurts. What hurt him the most is that he has a following, and that I think propelled him to do the things that he did in response and retaliation to the debate. It's because these Muslims, a lot of the Muslims that you interact with, Avery, they don't have big followings, right? The big guys, they don't really come on that often.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if something like that did happen, they may go on their channel. They may do these big coach streams.
One of them actually did. One of them actually did do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a combination of he has this big following, and the following is predicated on him being, in the know about all this stuff. So he's been, like you said, he's been going on these public platforms. He's been kind of running his mouth on this stuff, and It doesn't matter whether the stuff he gets wrong on Christianity and the Bible is wrong. Well, let me rephrase that. Like, I think in his mind, he's like, okay, I might have got this stuff wrong, but, there's so much other stuff that I talk about that is way more important. And I think what he fails to realize in that is that if he's this wrong on this, it just casts a complete shadow on everything else he's talked about. Because if he cannot get any facts, I'm not talking about
basics.
I have never heard him say something accurate about church history, the Bible, Christianity. I honestly haven't, and I'm not being hyperbolic there. I had a list of things that I wanted to talk to Billy about because he just does not get anything right. And so if all of those things are wrong, of course it compromises his whole thing about, you know, aliens, Anunnaki, ancient history, all of that stuff.
So let's set up the let's go ahead and set up this stream so we know who we're dealing with. Okay, yep. Wes, you actually sent me this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point that Wes make right there. I don't know why I'm so blurry, but bear with me in my camera. But yeah, that's a great point Wes made right here, that if he get this basic knowledge things wrong, which is like literally all you had to do is read it, right? For example, with the one of the books that the Wes mentioned, and he's also mentioned the Codex, whatever they say the name is, that if you get, because he says that my lights in my room just turn off at 1 a.m. every day. Alexa, turn on my room light. Alexa, turn on the strip light. Thank you. So yeah. But yeah, Wes make a very great point on that, right? If you get this basic thing wrong, which because he was talking about that had the information in it where Jesus Christ crucifixion is not fine in it, which that's a simple Google search and you will find that that's not true, right? Or that's a simple reading of the text, just find out that that's not true. He said he knows how to speak multiple languages. I think that's one of the claims he claimed. But how come, you know, like the math is not mathing. Like the math is not mathing. Okay. Yeah, it's just not mathing.
Video before we went live. Let me get it up on the screen so we can watch this. Yes, this is where Billy reveals to us who he really is, okay? And in his own words, all right? So we're going to watch this.
My body, I open my eye, turn to my left, there's a guy standing there. Right away when he handed me a bottle of water, I said, oh, here comes another one. He was trying to convert me into Christianity, right? He hands me the bottle of water. I said, you know what, this time I'm going to take this damn water. I'm going to have a conversation with these people. And the guy goes, have you taken Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior? I said,
wait, what? I did not see that in the video, unless they edited that out.
Lewis was saying, like, in God's eyes of,
as you can see,
I've watched him get a homeless guy literally.
Let's bring it back to the beginning.
What is he calling in on? What is that app?
All right, what's up, everyone? And I'm trying to move this stuff. And yeah, Bill do an awesome job editing this intro to make it way more fancy than this. But I'm here with my good man, Billy Carson, who I've known Billy personally for some years now.
Yeah.
Solid friend, great character, businessman. He's been on Elevating Beyond last time, sharing your whole story behind the story. And what you hugely specialize in as well, you just came back from Egypt, is like the Emerald tablets. You've been studying those since what, you were like 6 or something? I think?
No, not the Emerald tablets.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, the Emerald tablets I've been studying for the last probably 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but since I was 6, I was studying aerospace technology, which then led me into understanding more about advanced technologies and then finding the link between advanced tech.
Back in the day, how many different eyewitnesses and stuff there were, and they went on purpose. Oh, it's through. It actually works great. Usually.
Yeah, I think they edited that out of the thing. Because he was drinking the water. At some point, he was drinking the water. He had to leave. But the full thing. Maybe it was another clip.
Or that there are avenues.
He did have water, though. I know he did. That's wow. All right, let's try to do this another time. But basically, what they're talking about, I don't do that. All right, so let me put right about here. Actually, let me put right about. Not trying to block the guys, you know. All right, let's do it.
No, why would I do that? He goes, what do you mean? I said, I am God. You're God?
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Oh.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it gets worse. It gets much worse.
Well, I said,
wait till you hear like his argument here.
Yeah, I'm God and God is me. The same divine spark that created everything in the entire universe is the same divine spark that's inside of every atom inside of my body. And so by that method, I am God and God is me. And so
that's it. That's the argument for his claim that he's
atoms inside his body.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's basically like take the ocean. If you take a drop of the ocean, the drop of the ocean has the ocean in it, so therefore the drop is the ocean. That's how that works.
Right, yeah, he should have drank that water, man.
Well, yeah, let's keep going in this clip though, because he hasn't truly revealed yet who he really is.
for you, and so is this young lady as well. We're all the same. We're all part of that same one divine consciousness. That threw him off right away. Then because he's a program code, he couldn't even conceive of what I had just told him. He didn't even have an epiphany with that. He went right back into his pitch.
See, I think this actually he didn't do this intentionally. I think this actually does kind of reveal like his modus operandi. Okay, I think he's trying to go against the grain. Like ultimately, that's what he wants to do. Like he's calling everyone else a bot. You know, he wants to be the ultimate non-bot. Like that is his ultimate. Like if a bunch of people say one thing, he wants to believe the other thing. He wants to go and read these other texts, kind of superficially, but then be like, okay, well, I'm going to come away with a completely different conclusion than everyone else because I have the ultimate autonomy. Like I'm the ultimate non-bot in the world. Maybe I'm misinterpreting things, but
what I'm not understanding is this, right? If you want to stand out from what everyone else is doing, and when they ask you the question of, basically when Wes asks you the question of how do you, like what method do you use to know what is the truth and what is not the truth? Because human beings tend to lies, they tend to do forgery, right? So are you gonna run with every information that you find and just be like, oh, I'm just going to choose the truth based on how I feel? Which this is the explanation he has given in the debate, but it's not clicking with me. Like I rather follow someone that's doing what 90% of human beings are doing, that is right, that they feel that they're right, than to follow some other guy that just come in and says, oh, this is the way I think and you should follow me, or you should listen to me, when you don't even have a method of where you get what you're talking about from. Like, it does not make sense. It does not make sense. Like, how am I supposed to to know you telling me the truth. Unless people just wanna, be on the bandwagon, I guess. I don't know. If you made it to the end of the video, I wanna thank you. And also, I want you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, because you obviously like the video, so that you could also help me to get more people to see this video and the YouTube algorithm, so that I could show it to them more, right? So subscribe, like the video, and share with people that you know. Also comment down below, how do you feel about the whole situation that Billy is suing all Christians or Christian creators, right? I guess now I'm one of his defendants, right? So comment down below, how do you feel about this entire thing. That is all I have for you guys today. Deuces. Let the peace of God be upon you. Amen.